Is that rumors?
Talk,
girl. I don't even talk like this. Oh, no. Child, I'm too grown to be heard that before. I'm going to tell you, I got some advice for you. I got some good advice for you, girl. I'm going to tell you, sit down somewhere. You might just learn something from grown women talking.
Regina, I'm so glad, girl, that you came over.
Well, thank you for having me.
Wait a minute.
Gate.
What the hell you doing here?
Look here, Bill. I'm tired of this gate. I'm just tired of this gate.
That gate feel about you the same way I feel. You know we don't like you.
We gotta struggle.
Oh, Lord. You gonna be there till next week.
Don't you worry about it. Hey, Regina.
Hey, Johnny.
How you doing?
Good girl.
Girl, the struggle is real.
I see you. I don't know why you always inviting her, and you know I don't like her.
I ain't studying you.
We have a good time. Stop it.
I don't want to talk to you.
You know what? I remember about why I don't like you, too.
I ain't listening to you.
Your feet smell like waffles.
And your breath smell like poop.
You bitch.
Y'all don't never stop. When do y'all stop?
We stop when we go to sleep, and then we wake up. Y'all, that trip to Danielle's was very prosperous.
Oh, Lord,
Yes,
it was
very
sad.
lively.
It was sad. I think that was the saddest time we ever had with somebody.
Yeah.
It's just, we've been knowing that child 35 years, and we just now telling her
Well, at least she had good snacks.
that she got stinking putty tat. The next time I invite her to a party, it'd be a pool party every time. Oh, y'all run into Thelma the other day?
I did see Thelma the other day.
Where you see her?
I saw her at the grocery store.
You saw her at the grocery store. Where she go and get at the grocery store when I seen her just at the food bank?
Oh, well, maybe she had a little extra.
She greedy. You know, I seen Thelma and you know what she was telling me about? Lord, girl, that girl right there.
What'd she tell
What'd
you
she
about?
say?
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm gossiping.
Girl, go on. We won't tell nobody.
But I'm going to go ahead on because you ain't going to tell nobody. Look here. Thelma told me that she think her man don't love her.
What make her think that?
I'm going to tell you right now. I was on Senior Catch a Man. It's called seniorcatchaman.com or seniorcatchawoman.com. And I was on there because I'm trying to find, I thought Hubbard was going to be on there. And if Hubbard ever get on there, I got him. But guess who was on there? Who? Her man. Yes, child. I mean, he didn't he looked at my profile, but he didn't say nothing to me. I think he recognized me.
How does he recognize you?
But that's kind of sad when your man don't love you no more.
What you gonna do? You gonna
Should we tell her?
I don't know.
What y'all think?
Sometimes they shoot the messenger.
Yeah, I've been shot twice. I got one here on my hip, and then one right over there, right over here on the side. It just skinned me.
Oh, I ain't telling.
And then she was mad because talking about, don't be telling her, don't be trying to wreck her home. So we gonna come together and decide when somebody's man, they don't love him no more. But you know what though, when I want to see him, I just want to tell him, you don't want to be mad no more, you need to go ahead on and walk the way.
That's what you should do. Tell him, catch him.
Yeah, go ahead on and walk the way.
Go away, I'm gonna tell.
But what he gonna do at 75? What he gonna do?
He got a hand.
He got that blue stuff, them blue pills.
He ain't doing that.
He doing every commercial. Paralysis, Vicodin. I mean, not Vicodin, but what's that? Vibrant? No, not even Viagra. Yeah. And paralysis. Whatever that stuff is.
He gonna have a heart attack.
I can't even pronounce it.
You know what? Just as right, he have a heart attack.
He gonna have a heart attack.
I'ma laugh. He gonna get it, and she ain't gonna want to give him none of his pill. He gonna give himself a heart attack by jacking off. I wonder has that happened. Could you imagine that on the news?
Man dies.
From being at work, giving himself a hand job.
That's not okay.
Girl, you know we crazy.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
We're gonna let it do what it do.
That's what we're gonna let it do.
What we letting do?
Exactly.
What we letting it do is what we have to do. We have to tell old girl that her man
I am out.
do not love her.
I'm out.
Here, that ain't none of my business.
I'm out.
Sometimes you make the mistake, but if you're gonna be a real friend to somebody,
No.
I'm not saying that I'm her real
No.
friend, because actually she been backbiting, so I need to tell her to her face.
Didn't we have this conversation before? I told you people like to shoot the messenger.
Exactly.
I don't want to get shot.
But that ain't right.
And what if she decide to stay with him? Then you look like the bad person.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
You
she
look
does.
dumb.
At least she's
Dumb.
staying with him on
Yeah.
her own merit.
Well, she gonna be with him on
No,
her
she's
own
staying with him because
merit
she don't
right
believe
now.
your butt.
She don't
thinks that
believe nothing you
she
talking
believes
about.
that you're jealous.
She don't have to be.
And that maybe you want him too.
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
screenshot
You
his
know?
picture on the
No.
web page.
Hey, did you
Oh
know
my
that they got
goodness,
these
that is
pages?
serious.
Have you been on Facebook?
Whoa.
They have this thing and it says, "Is this your man?" And they got videos and pictures, and they're charging $1 for you to be able to get on the site and see if it's your man.
What?
Yes,
They are something
they
serious.
do, and they got one different site for each city.
No, that's
Girl,
that's just terrible.
so I went on one that doesn't charge because I ain't
Uh-huh.
paying $1. I'm cheap, and I know where my man is. But they had this dude butt naked hanging out the window when his clothes is getting thrown over his
Oh,
head.
how terrible.
Talk about, is that your man? I was like, that's not okay.
And they
But
want
yes.
$1?
Not
They
acceptable.
want
They want $1 for you to be able to go on and
Uh-uh.
see the content.
No.
I don't know what you heard about me,
Uh-uh.
but you can't get $1
Dollar
out of me.
What? Hey, what?
Look, if it is my man, he gonna be that.
Yes,
If
is that your man, Tacoma? Is that your man, Seattle? Like, they got ones for the city.
Now, if he doing that, he ain't worth my $1.
For real.
Exactly.
But they got pictures where people getting caught out, like
No.
like
Like that TV show.
like the girl will take a picture of him sleeping naked and stuff
Celebrities
and
do
post it
that.
and be like, "Is this
Celebrities
your
do
The
man?"
clout chasers, they do that. The celebrity
Yeah.
clout chasers.
Yeah.
Yes, they
But
do.
they be like, "Is this your man?" And you be like, "Oh, that is. Oh, he gonna get it."
No, that ain't my man, honey. That's your man. Because if he was my man, he wouldn't be laying up towards
Hello,
you.
I know
sunshine.
this.
You see what I'm saying?
I
If it
was
is my
dying.
man, he gonna know right then and there. He ain't
Yeah,
coming
I
home.
found that out last week. Ooh, that's the way you do it. You just send an anonymous message to her, be like, "Check this site."
Wow.
You send a picture.
No, you know what?
Yeah, true.
I'm
Do that.
this is how you do it.
No,
You
don't
said,
do it.
girl, I was on this site, girl,
No,
and I
don't
met
do
this
it.
cutie. But I swear to God, he looked like your husband.
Don't do
Whoa.
You look.
Peep this.
And he
do
gonna
it.
look, and she gonna be like,
it. Don't do it.
I'm not even gonna put
Is
the name.
that Walter?
I'm not even gonna put the name.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do
No.
it.
Is that James?
Don't do it.
Wait, hold on. You know, I made the mistake, and I tried to go to a person before, and I said, "Listen here, okay? Your dude is in my Instagram inbox, Brody. Okay, this is not a good look. Okay, your man is cheating on you. I don't want him. All right, and you need to let him know. Stay out of my inbox.
Stay out of my DMs.
You know what? I don't believe you. And people, they just love my man, and they stole his pictures and all his videos, and they made a copycat page, and it is an imposter. It is not my man." I said, it's kind of funny that it looked just like him.
All I would say
Okay.
is, I'm glad you told me that. Thank you.
Because,
Because
wow.
I'm letting you know somebody is using your man's photo and they trying to hook up with me.
And he trying to come over to my house this evening. So what you need to do is wait outside, park around the corner right over there on G Street. You heard me?
And come
And with
in
your
here.
binoculars and watch
No,
the
forget
house.
that. Come in my house and sit down on my couch. So when he walks in,
Yeah, okay.
you
We'll
can
see
be like,
he will see you.
I thought you said you was going to blah,
I thought
blah,
you
blah,
had to
blah.
work tonight.
Exactly.
This ain't work.
This don't look like your job at 36,
And you know what he gonna
97
say?
K Street.
She be asking me to come over here.
Yeah.
And so she asked me
She
to
gonna
come
flip
over
it.
here.
He
And
gonna
then
flip it.
she
They
gonna
always
be like,
flip it. When they cheating, they always flip it. They always make it seem like
I was
you're
just
the
coming over
culprit.
here to tell her that I wasn't interested.
I was
Like,
coming
you could have told her from the phone.
I was coming over here to look at her car, fix her car. She been on the bus for 9 weeks. She ain't even got a car.
Okay, she
Right.
ain't even got a car.
Come
No,
here,
I've been giving her a ride. So what are you talking
Exactly.
See, I think
Hey,
God
y'all
I ain't
all
never been in
been
them
caught up.
situations.
Goodness.
about?
I haven't been caught up, but I've seen it all.
That's a touchy
Oh my
subject.
God.
Cheating is a touchy subject for me too. I don't play them games.
My thing is, why are you wasting my time?
Exactly.
When I can really be with somebody who wants to be with
That
me.
cares about me.
They
and
want to
loves
love me and respect
Right,
me and
right.
honor me for who I am.
Right.
I do have to say that that's unfortunately how my relationships ended before I got married to my husband. Is most of them because of cheating.
Wow.
See?
You know what's the trip though? This guy been married to this woman for 5 years, cheating on her all the time. She just, I don't want to be with you no more. You're cheating on me and I want to move on. He killed her.
Oh wow.
Wow.
He killed her and then killed himself.
You got to
wow.
be careful with the state of the mind of the individual that you get involved with
Yeah.
because a lot of people have that mindset, if I can't have you, no one
Nobody
else
can.
will. And you have, even in
nobody
marriage,
else can.
can't have you.
Wow.
Or nobody else will because they're going to blow your brains out. You got to be careful,
Or
women.
they try to get you to gain weight.
Yes, be undesirable.
So, yeah.
Well, I would say this. There are a lot of men, when they start that, they usually start by taking you away from your family.
Isolation.
Isolating you. When you see that they don't
and
want
talking
you around.
bad about them.
When they don't want you around none of your friends and family.
Right.
Red flag. What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, baby. I want you to move home with me where you don't know nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a brand new start. We're going to start fresh.
Yeah.
Start over. You can meet all new different
Fresh
people.
Me and you together.
Fresh my honey.
But check this
Girl.
out. Move you around his family. None of your family is in the vicinity
Sometimes
nowhere.
not even around his family.
You
They're
know?
gonna move you out to the middle of where you have to totally depend on
Buckscrew
that
Egypt.
joker.
Seriously. That's where a lot of domestic violence takes place, and then the individual isolates the woman, and then the cheating transpires, and it begin to beat down the self-esteem mentally and emotionally, chipping away at that person.
And that's another reason why some women will not believe you, because they've been so brainwashed that they only believe what he says.
Right.
He told me you would say that. You know what I'm saying?
He
Because
would-
he's already
you know what?
coached
A
them.
lot of them have
Yes.
to believe what they say.
Wow.
Because if they show signs of anything else, that could be a beat down.
Right.
Yes.
And
How do
they
you
always
question
want to
me,
hit you
know?
in the face. They always want to be, I didn't mean to do that, baby. I love you. You know I'm nothing like that. And then
She want
like,
me,
but
babe.
you-
She want, excuse me, she
Yes.
want me, babe. Don't believe her. She want what you got. It's so good. She's envious of you. I tell you, stop having a little jealous hoe around here anyway. I didn't
told
tell
you
you the
quit telling
time
her our
why you
business.
telling her our business and stuff like that.
That right
Control.
there.
Control.
That's the reason why I have a problem telling someone. Now, if I have some proof that I can just deliver to them anonymously, I would rather do that than confront them and tell them, because of all those reasons.
Right.
Because they shoot the messenger. They don't believe you because they've already been convinced that their man wouldn't do that to them. And they're
You
so
know what? It just depends
blinded.
on the friendship. Because if I don't care about losing the friendship, then oh well.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is, you care enough about that individual that you
That you
I
want
care
them-
about
right,
that
you
enough
want
about
them to
that
know.
individual, but
And you want
so,
them to know
So
the
now
truth.
they know, but then they
But the
gave up
thing
my
is-
friendship because they don't want to know no more.
But the-
and I
Right.
got that,
Yeah.
Right.
so it's time for me to move on. And that friendship was just for a season, for that reason.
Right. But then, you got to think about it too in this respect. Once the information is conveyed over to the person that they're in a relationship with, he's then going to build up that wall between you and them. And it may not be predicated on the fact that that individual wants to walk away from you, but it's a threat of losing that person that they're in love with. So they'd rather sacrifice your friendship
Than
in
the
exchange for
love that
keeping
they're
the
so in
man
love with.
that they
Yeah.
feel the man is giving them. And if he loved them, he would not be cheating on them or abusing them.
But just like you said, even if they believe you and they decide to stay with him, then they're still going to separate themselves because he's not going to want you who told on him around.
Yes.
I will tell you though, some women don't care what their man does, they want to stay with them. Even to the fact of sacrificing their own kids.
Say that.
Oh, yeah.
To be with
Say
them
that.
sexually.
Yes.
That's
because
true.
they don't want to lose that man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so sick that it's really something that you brought up at a key point, and it's a very sensitive matter for a lot. But there's some people in a dysfunctional relationship that know that the man that they are with is engaging with sexual activity with their daughters, and they deny it. They don't want to talk about it, and they're so addicted to that dysfunctional relationship, knowing that he's abusing the daughters, they still stay with
So
him.
they would rather
Sometimes the
sacrifice.
son too.
So
Their
they would
son
rather
too.
their
Son
daughter
too.
be screwed up in the head
So,
Yes.
and their son
Then lose
too.
the
or their
relationship.
son
Then lose
Because
the
they don't wanna
relationship.
be
be with
alone.
that
Yeah.
dumbass.
You know,
Yes.
or they make up excuses
For him.
He's going through so much, and so what? Why would you still sacrifice? I would prefer my man to go get a whore,
Jeez.
Yeah.
or have a mistress on the side.
Then
than
I'm
mess
with my
one of my
daughter.
kids.
When
Or my
I saw
son.
that in a movie, I couldn't wrap my head around it until someone told me that it happened to them and their family. That really, like, they told their mother, and their mother would not believe them. Not that she convinced herself that it wasn't true,
Right.
so
Right.
that she could stay in that relationship.
Well, I knew of an individual who
Wow.
shared it with her mother,
I was like, oh my
and
Lord.
the mother told the child, "You got to get out of my house. You never want me to have a good man. You're jealous of me. You're jealous of me and his relationship, and you're making this up, and you have to get out." This is a teenager, not even finished with high school, doesn't have a job to support themselves, don't know anything in the way of life, and the mother put them out in the streets because they're claiming their teenage daughter is jealous of their relationship with this man who sneaks in the room every night and is sleeping with the daughter.
Or when the woman does know and find out, she starts getting jealous of that child and hating and disliking that child because you stole the affection that I used to get and that I don't get anymore.
See, women don't
That is so
screen. They don't
scary.
screen men anymore. A lot
They're
of
too
people
thirsty.
they're too thirsty and love starved. So you don't screen the men. It takes a lot of growth and maturity to
I'd rather
screen
be
the
by
men.
myself.
Don't bring all the men into your house, around your house. You want your little
I
booty
would
call?
rather be by
Have your
myself.
little booty call.
Exactly.
Why are you moving these men over the houses that don't have the right mentality, for one, and the correct motive? They don't care. A lot of men, they want the roof over their head.
Yeah.
They don't want the relationship really,
Right.
so they play the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
then
Well,
a lot
one
of women. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
One thing that women, I'm putting it on the woman. I'm going to put it on the woman right now. And that's number one. You got to love yourself.
Yes.
When you love yourself, you can be by yourself.
Yes.
And you don't need a man.
Right.
You may desire a man
Yeah.
or your preference, whatever.
Right.
But you don't need that other person in your life.
Right.
And your children, because you have them,
Yeah.
Right.
should come first.
Exactly.
Until the
Period.
age of 18.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
They
Until
can
the age.
actually be
Well,
up there.
yes.
So you have
But
to
that's
protect
what
them.
I'm saying is you need to get things in perspective.
My thing is, you don't need to move nobody in. If you want to
I
have
agree.
a relationship,
Go
be
to
out
have
there.
your relationship.
Go have it.
Go
Come
have
home.
it.
Now,
Go to
if the
his
kids,
house.
if the kids go to their daddies or something for the
Right.
weekend, then okay, I might have them over.
Right.
But other than that,
No.
he's not moving in.
But
Right.
you got a lot of people.
Now,
gotta
if you get
excuse me.
remarried, that's different.
That's different. But I'm talking about to be
You're
out there
talking about
dating.
somebody in a dating scene because you really don't know that individual, and it's all about growth and maturity.
Right.
Okay, it's all about growing into being the woman that you are supposed and destined to be as life matures you, and you go through it, and you have your own journeys and experiences. And once you get those experiences, it should kick in a type of discernment, inner voice, okay, that says there is a big red light. Something is flashing. Do not ignore this, because if you do, you're going to pay the price for it. Like, I had to work. I was a single divorced parent for many years, and I had to work, okay, and I had 6 children. I was scared to death to leave my kids, but I knew that I had to work and put food on the table and go through school, college, try to educate myself to try to take care of them.
Right.
You know? And it was even times like, okay, should I even go? Let me call in. But I knew you can't live on a welfare all your life. You can't live on the system all your life. You got to be independent. You got to break away from certain things and take care of your family. But you even got to watch some family.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you this.
I'm being 100 with
But
you. You got to
before
watch some family.
Before you
Excuse
change
me.
up on that, when you have a person in your house And if all of a sudden we not having sex no more like we used to, you need
Something's
to
wrong.
pay attention if that joker is going to the bathroom at a certain time every night
Amen.
and going for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got a bathroom in your room, why does he feel he has to go to the bathroom
Right.
in the hallway
Right.
across from your kid?
And then what has you paralyzed? See, me, I was radical. I love my children, okay? And I didn't like jail, but I cut you. You know what I'm saying? Well, my thing about it is, and not to be violent, but you have to protect your children. You have to be in a protective mind state.
Right.
Right.
What would hinder you or paralyze you to the point where you don't get up and investigate, that you still lay there and you're wide awake and you know
Because-
the bathroom is across
Yeah.
from your daughter or your son?
You know what? Because you know what's going on,
I tell
and
you
you're
this.
afraid to lose that man.
Oh no.
I'm gonna tell you something like this.
We're not,
Yeah.
but some women cling to that man so much and so desperate to have him that that's what I said, they'll sacrifice anything.
I ain't never been afraid to lose nobody. There's a door, open it up.
They
Please
let
help me help
they let
you.
these jokers abuse
Oh
their
yeah.
sons. I knew a man who came into the relationship, was real nice to the woman's daughter, but would beat up on that son, where that son, the mother was like, you gotta go live with your daddy. You just gotta go live with your daddy.
Really.
I'm like, oh no,
Never.
that joker would have to go.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I was a single parent for 14 years, taking care of my son and everything, and my kids didn't even know I dated because I kept that from them. I didn't believe that they needed to see whether, especially if I didn't know where this relationship was going.
Because
My
they don't
kids-
need an emotional roller coaster.
Right.
My
They
kids-
don't need to get
Yeah,
attacked.
Yeah.
my kids didn't even know I was dating. Like my son knew about one person I was dating, and that person proposed to me. You know what I'm saying? And until I got married to my husband now, like they didn't know until we were ready to get married. And even though I trust my husband to the utmost because of things that I know of and things that have transpired in my family, especially in the beginning, I got up in the middle of the night and I always checked my children. Even if somebody, like family, spends the night at my house,
Amen.
I get up in the middle of the night
That's right.
and I check to make sure my kids are where I left them, and they're unharmed.
And nobody's sitting on the end of their bed talking to them.
Right.
Not nobody sitting in there.
Yeah.
Nobody got in the bed with them.
Right.
They're not in another place. They're
Right.
not where I put them. If I
Right.
put them in bed, they shouldn't be on the couch. If I put
Right.
them on the couch, they shouldn't be in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
I got up, and it's just something that was ingrained in me because I
Right.
didn't want my children to ever have to deal with those
Experience
mental
that.
issues, you know.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and sometimes, even now, not that anybody's in my house, but I get up and I go check my doors, I go check my children.
Yeah.
That's just ingrained to me.
That's
I'm a
the mother.
protector.
The mother.
And
It
I
is.
don't
The brown
believe
bear. Yeah.
that anybody needs to be out of place.
Right.
In my
Right.
house, so I check on them and I make sure. Okay, you where you supposed to be?
Right.
You where you
Right.
supposed to be?
'Cause I
Everything's
spend the night-
locked.
Yeah.
I
Everything's
spent the night at
changed.
her house one night, and I got up because I had to go to the bathroom. But when I came back, she was standing on the stairs, and she was like, "Oh, I just had to go check on Malcolm because I knew he had to go to the bathroom." And so I was like, "Lying, I ain't gonna mess with them babies."
But that's
They're
the
my
love.
nephews.
You know,
But I'm for real. Like I don't care
Yeah.
who you are. Like
Yeah.
if there's somebody in my house that's not normally there,
Yeah.
I
I don't
wake
sleep.
up.
And
I don't
two,
sleep.
I wake up
I
like
don't
every
want-
2
walk
hours.
around.
I don't want her kids to be startled because most of the time I would come over, we'd be laughing and talking, and I'd fall asleep.
Right.
But then if I got to get up and go to the bathroom or something, I don't want her kids to be startled like, oh my God, who's, mama,
Right.
So it's
Right.
like, I'm cool with that.
I get up and that's just my thing. And that's with nothing transpiring in my house.
Right.
But I feel that need.
It's still in
I
you.
don't,
It's
under-
the
I don't
protection. It's the
understand how
protection.
people allow those things like knowing
Yeah.
and
I
try
don't
to
either.
try to ignore them. No, you don't
No.
ignore that.
Yeah, I mean, this with me, it just makes my flesh crawl to know that that is happening within the household. Okay, there's some things that happen that God forbid they happen. You don't know about it, and you have to help your child through it. Okay,
Yeah.
I can understand that things happen in life. I'm not oblivious of that, but to know that the act is actually transpiring and you are leaving your child helpless, and then you know he is in there raping your daughter or your son, and you're laying there doing nothing.
It's on you.
That right there.
There you go.
excuse me. We got a B
You know, it's
situation.
But that's been
sometimes
happening since.
For
Eons.
years,
It's been
That's
happening
happening
for
eons.
But you know what? I think that it's important that parents protect their children. My
Amen.
husband doesn't allow his daughters to sit on their
Nobody's
brother's lap,
That's right.
his
Right.
lap,
That's right.
nobody
We weren't
else's
allowed- my
lap.
dad
He
never
does not
allowed
allow
us
it
to
to
do
do
that.
that.
We weren't either, and I'm
That's
glad.
right. Yep.
Your
My
dad-
dad did not allow
No.
Yeah,
us
my
to sit
my
on
husband does not
nobody's
play
lap.
that.
My
You don't sit on
granddaughter's
nobody's
No.
lap.
I
My
don't
dad-
I
allow
don't
my
play
dad
that
that.
with
had
my
a party.
granddaughters either. I do
No.
My
not.
dad had a
Don't do it.
party, and he said, "Don't nobody come in this door." Because when we were little, we had nightgowns. We
Yeah.
would take our baths. He would have us take our baths,
Yeah.
and we'd have nothing on but our nightgowns.
Right.
We slept in that room, and he would have his party, but nobody. And he would tell us, "Babies, don't nobody come in here.
Right.
If I send a female in here,
Right.
that's different. But no dudes come in here. Y'all better tell me." And we'd be like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And all of a sudden, he came and brought us some food, my dad. And the girl came in. "Oh, I didn't know your babies was in here. Oh, they're so cute. Da, da, da." But then this joker, who did not know my dad was in there, put his head in, "Hey, I'm Uncle." That joker didn't get to say the rest of that at all. My dad was on that joker like white on rice.
Right.
He said, "Y'all okay?" I said, "Yes, sir." Boom, door closed, smash, crash. Everybody, get the hell out. I mean, it was
Right.
like music done.
Shut down.
Everything was
Yeah.
done. We heard a whole lot of clashing and blah. My dad.
He's like, "I didn't tell you to introduce yourself to my kids."
Exactly.
Everybody was
What you
going-
sticking your head
No,
around the corner
he
for?
said he stopped everything and said, "Don't nobody
Right.
go in this door." He knew what happened to one of my family members,
Right.
and he didn't want that happening
Right.
to
Right.
his babies.
Right.
But
Right.
another flip side of the coin, and I think this must be addressed as well. Flip side of the coin is you gotta watch women too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is not just men
not just
that
men.
are
These days,
violate these
yes,
evil
right,
days.
these
It's not
days.
just the men that are the predators.
Real.
Women are the predators as well. They're
Yeah.
going after the little girls and the little boys.
Like I
That's
said,
fact.
Anybody,
Everybody.
Put 'em in
everybody
sex
suspect.
trafficking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this:
Yes.
everybody
Either put 'em in
suspect.
sex
Everybody is
trafficking or
suspect.
to have sex with you.
That you have people that are pedophiliacs.
Yeah.
Okay? And right now they're trying to pass a law to make it legal in the United States that pedophilia is treated as a disease and not a crime, and no more will the pedophiliacs be in prison or in jail because they are attracted to a 3 and 4 and 5-year-old.
So where they gonna go?
They're trying to do it here in America and also
So
make
where
it
they gonna go?
legalized to be married to the children.
So where
About
they gonna
12
go?
years old.
Are you kidding me?
No,
10.
this
they're
is
trying
fact.
to lower
Yes.
the age to
No, that's
10.
the statutory rape one, right? That's
But this is the funky part
Statutory
about
rape
it.
is 10.
Back in the
Pedophilia-
olden days,
but can
the
we just-
men used to be with them little girls.
Okay, but I just gotta ask this. So if it's not a disease, if it's not a crime, then where are they gonna put them?
You know why they don't want to put them in prison no more? Because
most
a
of
lot of
them
them
is-
jokers is getting them beat down.
Yeah.
Okay,
And even
but
murdered.
This is the thing. Then don't
Do it.
That's what I'm saying. You know, what is...
But you
Ugh.
got judges. You got attorneys
that are
I
into it.
that
understand.
are into it.
I
No, but that's why
understand.
they put them on. This one dude raped and killed this 3-year-old girl. Why he only got 6-year probation from that particular judge?
That's gross.
Why? Because he slapping him on the wrist, letting him know I'm your brother. You see what I'm saying? You got a lot of doctors. You got a lot of
Yes, you do.
big
Teachers.
big rich people going over to overseas
Yes.
and messing with them babies.
They're purchasing them. That's where the big
That's
sex
making me
trafficking,
so nauseous.
big sex trafficking is coming into right now. Okay, they're trying to stop it. It's really big here in America. They're even
'Cause it's money.
Yeah, they're investigating. They're investigating the truck drivers, other type of
Yeah.
transportation that is transporting. That's why they're saying be careful when you're traveling, various things like that. Even in a certain grocery store, there were men that was waiting to
Inside
kidnap
yeah.
inside. It was 5 of them, but they were all together, but they were spread out like they weren't appearing as strangers per se.
Yeah.
But they were
That's why you don't let
laying
your
wait.
kids out
They
of
were
sight.
laying wait to snatch a child. One more
They
thing.
try to snatch grown women because LaMontra
Yes.
was in Safeway. And this guy just kept coming down her aisle and acting like he was shopping and trying to have conversation with her. And then she'd leave and go down. And he just kept following her. And then he made some kind of comment to her. he's like, oh, I know your boyfriend would be, really jealous if you. She was like, yes, my husband would. And he still kept following her like he didn't believe. So she just texted him, get in the store and come get me. And so he got in there with her and started walking around the store with her, and then he noticed. He's like, dude, you got a problem?
Right.
Why are you following my girl? He was like, oh, it's not what you think, it's not what you think. And then when they got outside, he had a truck-like type SUV.
Waiting.
And LaMantra was like, I know that brother would have tried to snatch me. Because, she only weigh $105.
Right.
But she can't overpower a man.
They look for the vulnerable, okay? The vulnerable and who they would not put up that much of a struggle because of weight variance, okay? Be oblivious. A child was abducted inside of a department store. The child was taken to the bathroom, hair dyed, and clothes changed within this particular department store. Thank goodness, thank God.
How were they able to keep the child quiet?
They put the mouth open. The mother was occupied with doing something in the aisle. The child was snatched, taken to the bathroom, hair dyed, clothes changed. Thank God that as the perpetrator was proceeding to leave this particular store, the child was taught about stranger danger. And the child said, Mommy, because the mother was standing there with security and getting ready to make the announcement over the intercom, looking for the child. The child said, Mommy, okay, the child hair was now red, okay, totally looked different, and was dressed, I hope I'm not wrong, was dressed, I don't know if it was dressed gender
like a
accurate,
boy or something.
okay, but it was absolute disguise in order to get the child out of the department store. It was by the grace of God that mother was standing there with security, and the child heard the mother say stranger danger and screamed when it saw the mother, instead of listening to the perpetrator and say, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you. Was like, forget this, I know I'm gonna make it back. The child had enough sense, I'm not gonna make it back. I need to scream now.
It's so scary.
It's traumatizing.
I taught my kids when I started going through my jobs and the training, I started grabbing my kid like this. Now what do you do? And I was holding them like this. And they were only 5 and 6. No, not just screaming and hollering, but they knew I taught them how to twist because the thumb is weak.
Right.
And so it'll at least let you get away, and they would have to try to grab you again. But by that time, you better kick it and run it and scream and holler at the same time. So
real.
I just started teaching them like different getaway techniques. It's not to fight that person, but hopefully to get away. They grab you by your neck, put your chin into the crack of the thing so you can at least breathe. And then drop your weight, try to get away. So this, our neighbor is an Asian lady, nice lady. But E-Man was, I think, 3. And she was like, oh, he's so cute. She tried to pick that brother up, and that brother, she almost dropped. She's like, oh my, I'm going to drop you. But he was like,
no,
put me down.
You're going to put me down today.
And that joker was like, put me down. He ran over to me and grabbed my leg and started pointing.
She was trying to get me.
Yeah. Seriously. And so I said, yeah, you can't pick that one up. Not that one.
Especially now. Not that one.
But it's important that we teach our young girls, our young children, our boys, but we have to be vigilant. There are so many people who are not vigilant.
But what's the scary thing is, and you guys can say yay or nay to it, but something bad has got to happen for this world to change. It is
something bad is already happening.
It keeps happening and nothing.
No, but I mean catastrophic for everyone to actually come back together.
You know what? It would have to happen to somebody's big's daughter or son.
But I'm just saying everybody's so mean and
but they think that everybody else don't matter but them. It seems like the world is in survival mode. It's all about me. But the rich is trying to just take care of their own.
Right.
But you let one of them rich people's kid get kidnapped and put it in the trafficking, just like that guy who was doing that show about America's Most Wanted or something.
Yes.
What's that? His kid got kidnapped and murdered. I cried when I heard that.
I was so hurt.
But it was no more than I would have cried for somebody else's child.
Right. You know what? The thing when you said that, it just brought to mind. We do get together for a while, like with the Twin Towers. Everybody
Right.
was loving and caring, and
Yeah.
everybody was
Right.
everything
And even
for a while.
Trayvon Martin.
You know, everybody
People
was
come
together for a
together.
while.
Mhm.
When that happened in Louisiana with, you know, all that Hurricane
and all
Katrina,
that.
everybody got together for a while. But what's going to keep people together? You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying? Because all
True.
these catastrophes happen,
Gotta have
and
a
for a little
foundation.
while, everybody prays, and for a
Right.
little while, everybody joins
Right.
together, and
Yeah.
it's
Right.
kumbaya and unity.
Right.
But it leaves so
Gotta have a
quickly.
foundation.
Then there's a
Like
gap.
Yeah. It's
there's
a void.
It's just like we have become so desensitized to just everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's because we're damaged.
But
well,
the,
and
but
then
the other thing
TV
is
and social media and
TV,
stuff
The programming.
puts it in our
Social
face
media.
so much.
social
Yeah.
media. I know y'all's on Instagram, FaceTime, whatever, Facebook. And look, I can't even call them all.
Okay.
But the thing with me, I stay away from that. And the reason I stay away from that, I don't like the drama. I don't like the craziness. I don't care about nobody on there. I got too much going on in my life to even worry about somebody
I get
else's
you. Right.
craziness.
But I can tell you now,
Craziness.
it hurts me to watch the news.
Oh,
I
that
know.
too.
I stopped watching it because
know.
everything is
The
horrible.
continuous hate, the continuous violence.
And it's coming from the top.
yeah,
Down.
all the way
It's filtering
down.
all the way
Yeah.
down, and it's
So
horrible.
it's just
Yes.
Every time I turn it on,
Hatred.
somebody got shot. Somebody
Yeah.
got killed.
Hatred.
Somebody got something.
Or the
Hatred.
mass shootings, the mass
Oh.
killings in the auditorium. So people trying to go to a concert, they're trying
you
to
know
go out
what?
to
And
festival,
you know
the
what?
Onion
They-
Festival,
they
all the
arrest
people that
these-
just got shot
Next
a
at the
couple weeks
Tulip
ago.
Festival. That's what's
Exactly.
going to be next.
They
You know, it's
arrest
ridiculous.
they arrest these people, but that is a for real terrorist act.
It
Yeah.
is.
So you got Americans committing
Terrorist acts.
violence,
Yes.
and then you want to blame it on another culture and another
Exactly.
race,
Mm-mm.
but
No.
that ain't even an
It's right
issue.
here.
It is
Right.
within.
It was in.
The whole thing is happening within. The assaults, the
Oklahoma
genocide,
bombing,
everything within.
The Oklahoma
know?
bombing, that should have been considered a terrorist act.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
care if he was an American citizen.
Right.
That was a
Yeah.
terrorist act
Terrorist
I
act.
thought
on your
they
own
did,
country.
didn't
Oh, they just
No.
arrested. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't go to prison, but I'm saying
Call
to
it what
me,
it is.
call
Classify it what it is. Label it what it is. A spade
Yeah.
is a spade. If it's a spade,
You
it's a
worried
spade.
about
You know?
Muslims coming over here bombing this and
What about
bombing
your
that.
own?
But these are American people
Christians.
destroying.
Yeah.
Well, you know how the Christians is, and it's
Don't
going
get
to cover
me
it up. But I don't even think a lot of these church people is all about God.
I think
I think a lot of these churches, and I'm not saying all of them,
Right.
but some of these churches it's about a money thing.
It is.
And it's the love of money that is the root of all evil. And I'm not trying to get all religious on grown women talking, but the bottom line is everything now is about money.
Right.
Even from the hate,
Right.
even from the violence,
Right.
it's all about
Where's
money.
the joy? Where's the
But you know, the
camaraderie?
love of money, and I mean, this is known across the masses. The love of money is the root of all evil, okay? And, you know, not, you know, like you say, you don't want to take it on a church twist, but you got to look at it. You know, if you have a form of it, since we are talking church, okay, separate church and state, you have a form of godliness and denying the power that consists within the body of God. So that's where the whole churches have gotten away from their positioning.
But
Peep this.
it's starting to be all religions.
Peep this. When somebody who's not religious or whatever, what they say right now is everybody has a price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so they try to find that price.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like legit how people move and shake in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a price. I can get it somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever they want. They feel like they can throw money at it, or whatever your price is. It doesn't have to be necessarily money, but you know, but whatever
You
your
better
price
say
is, that's how people are just, that's how people are moving in this
But
world.
it's a catch-22 as well, because you need money to survive.
You need money.
Yeah.
It's the love of it. It's like when you're
But
willing
you-
to do
you
anything
need
for
money-
it. You
you
willing to
need
kill,
money.
You need
steal,
money
and
to
die
survive.
for it.
But
Yes.
when you want the extra to do,
Right. What are you going
to
to
do extra,
What are you
Right.
going to do?
come on
Right.
now.
My thing is when you're willing to do anything for it.
But
Right.
when your morals and your ethics have been
Don't matter.
compromised
Yeah, when they
in
don't matter
order to
anymore.
obtain the financial revenue, where you lose yourself when it becomes to a level of shame, and you wouldn't even, you know, you wouldn't even want to see it yourself, be in order to obtain the finances, then that becomes really sketchy for me
Look at the
because
man
you
in the
lose
mirror.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
People think.
Pull out that
Don't
mirror.
forget about that.
Yeah.
Look, next time we hook up,
Unfortunately.
you need to bring some more to drink.
All this talking that made you thirsty.
All this talking
That
made
stuff
me
was
thirsty.
good.
So I
You
got a
don't bring
question.
no cookies.
So are you gonna tell her about it?
You know
We
what?
got all.
Well, this is the rule. I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell her.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Come back and let us know how that goes.
Don't
Exactly.
tell her.
I'm gonna tell her.
Please don't
As
tell
a matter of fact, put me on speakerphone
I'm
when you
gonna
tell her.
Listen here.
her. Okay, so let me ask
I
this.
ain't trying to be messy. and
Let
I
me
don't
a-
want my
let me
name
ask
in it,
this.
but put me on speakerphone.
Let me
when you
ask
tell her.
this. Let me ask this. Does she love him?
I don't care if she love him or
No,
not.
answer the question.
No, I mean, I don't care if she love him or not.
But answer the question. Does she love him?
This is
Exactly.
my thing is, yes, you know she probably do.
Okay, so
Mhm.
this is what I would do. This is Elaine. This is what I would
If
do.
it sounds like a good idea, Elaine,
This is what I do.
would do it.
I would just say, Lord, show her.
Nope.
And then
No.
just leave it be.
No.
Okay, so you
I'm
just
not
want to
gonna
be
I would
messy.
do it.
It's not, to me, that's not being messy. My thing is, if I'm your friend,
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't expect you to expect anything less than me than to tell you the truth.
Okay, but
if she's going to be
hurt.
receptive.
I don't care.
You don't care
if
about her
she's
feelings?
gonna be. It's not about if I care about her feelings or not. Of course, I care about her feelings because I'm telling her you getting cheated on.
Well, maybe you should go this way. Go to him and say, you don't stop what you're doing, I'm telling her.
I'm gonna tell her. Well, I've done that before.
And he didn't listen?
No, because he didn't believe that I would say it.
Here, I got something for all y'all.
Okay.
If I ever found out that any of y'all men's was cheating, I'd tell you.
I'm just saying.
Because I know where y'all
First I
minds
gotta
are.
get one.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
Be
gotta
like, your
get one
ghost
first.
is cheating on you, Elaine.
You
Yo, go.
cheat on, right on,
Your
right
rabbit,
on.
your rabbit that bounced somewhere
I'm
else.
not-
I would want you to tell me.
Another drawer.
I would want you to tell me if mine was cheating because he don't deserve me. If he got to cheat,
true
I'm
that.
all
Real
he
talk.
needs.
But see, that's
At least I know
serious.
y'all
that's
will
the-
listen. That's why I said it
the
depends on the
maturity
person.
of, you know, the women that you know.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
And if
but
I'm gonna call you a friend,
hurtful.
it's because it's like you're like my sister.
right.
Some people
right.
just
And if
don't
I'm gonna
take
tell
it.
my family, I don't care if you don't never talk to me for 4 or 5 years until you really find out, or that joke. Like some people, they wouldn't leave their spouse until the spouse left them for the other woman.
Wow. That's
Knew about
heavy.
the cheating, knew about the affairs, but loved that man so much, she just let him do it until he finally left her.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
You know what?
Right.
Mm-mm.
You've seen it, I've seen it, I've seen
But
it
in the
reality.
end, what happened?
She
Exactly.
finally met somebody.
But in the end, what happened to him?
Well, look at how that happened.
Payback is a
Is
mother.
is something else.
It's karma, but you gotta put it out there first in order for you to get that karma. Now, if she want to stay with that person to begin with, she's acceptable to anything that happens.
Exactly.
I know a female that stayed with that man no matter what. When he come home to me, she getting all smart. Yeah, but so is them diseases.
Yeah, Lord.
But see, that's too much
So is them
body
babies
fluids
outside.
being swapped out.
So
you
is them
know?
babies that he
Say
leaving
that,
out there.
honey. No.
So money's coming out of their household because they got to pay for that baby over
I
there.
know.
You know, you made a good point right there because I know of a situation that a person got cheated on and they didn't have a friend to tell them, okay? The mistress actually met them at a baby shower of a mutual person that they both knew, and she told her in front of 30 women that she was sleeping with her husband, knew what the room looked like, described the whole house in front of 30 women. Now, I don't know why she chose to do this in front of
To
30
Well,
women.
maybe it finally make it click for her.
Like
'Cause she
in
got
front
embarrassed.
of, but see, she didn't know prior to the baby shower. And let me put this little nugget in for you, ladies. Okay, she was 7 months pregnant with her husband's child at the time that the mistress broke the news, and then she didn't even know that the mistress also was a couple months pregnant at the time of the news at the baby shower.
How would you handle that?
Okay, how did I handle it? Because it was me. I had to wait till I had my son, and then when I saw the mistress in the store in Vons in California, and both of our children looked like identical twins, and then I said, "Listen here, Hope, it ain't the principle about him no more. It's a principle about me and you. Because I didn't even know the affair was going on, and you didn't have to front me out like that when I was pregnant in front of 30 women.
Jeez,
She
Louise.
said, Leah, we have our children in this story. I didn't think about it at the time because I reflected back on the anger that I was holding in until I delivered. And what I did was take my baby and I handed my baby to the clerk. And I was ready.
Well, when my man cheated,
Hmm.
I was done.